morning and welcome to Rugby School, and it's lovely to see so many of you in the audience, and hopefully we've got people at home tuning in. This is the first of 3 new Music Scholar Masterclasses, and we have 21 new music scholars this year at Rugby, and it's wonderful. They have such a range of talents which we are going to be treated to over the next 3 weeks. Today we have 4 singers and 1 pianist, and they are going to receive the expertise of our head of vocal, Mr. Sandy, and our head of keyboard, Mr. Wicks. So do encourage them and support them and welcome them. And first we have Amelia. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Amelia and I'm going to be singing Sweet Chance by Michael Head.
Wonderful, very well done. You did a much better job of that than I did of just connecting that. First up, what's the song about?
A rainbow and a cuckoo.
A rainbow and a cuckoo. Okay. Anything else?
Like saying how it will if he saw a rainbow and he heard a cuckoo at the same time, and he knows he'll never see it again.
Yeah. So the rainbow and the cuckoo's song may never come together again. So it's this one, we're seeing a sort of glimpse in time of the person who's singing. Did they think it was a nice thing?
Yes.
They enjoyed singing and hearing the cuckoo and seeing this sight. Okay, and how do we, the audience here, know that it's a lovely thing? Other than the lovely sound that you make.
Facial expressions?
I think, yeah, absolutely. It's how our whole body, how everything about us communicates this. So, there's other things going on as well. Are you the only person making sound?
No.
No. What else is going on?
Well, Miss Taylor's playing the piano.
Yeah, Miss Taylor's playing the piano, summing. So what does that do? We get this introduction, and what's the point of the introduction? To
introduce the tone of the
yeah.
Piece.
Yeah, introduces the tone. It sets us up for where we're going to go. So I'm going to ask Miss Taylor to do that once again. She's going to set us up. I'm going to move around here. There we go. And could you imagine that you can see all the things you're telling us that you're seeing? So you're wandering through the countryside, and it goes off, and skipping through fields and meadows as you do on a Sunday.
Sweet chance that led my steps abroad beyond the
can show us even more. Where is that town? Beyond, what's it? Beyond the town where wildflowers grow. Just see it there in the distance for us. A sweet chant. Now, for some context, this morning Amelia came up to me and went, please don't make me sing the start of the song over and over again. And so now I'm doing exactly that just to make the point. Yes. Because you do it so well, so set it up. Allow this time to help you set that up so you know exactly, there it is, I can see it in front of me. See it in front of us, not them, and... Look, there it is. And now what can you see up in the sky? And what can you hear? Lovely. We've got two words here as well. Lord, how...
Rich.
And...
Great.
Lord, how rich and great. Could you say those as if you're... I was about to say Dame Judi Dench, but I think let's go for Maggie Smith today, because... exactly. Could you say it as if you're giving us a recitation by her? How rich and great. So go from a rainbow and a cuckoo, please. Well, no, so just say it for us.
A rainbow and a cuckoo.
No, I'm bored by that rainbow. Come on, it's amazing. It's amazing. A rainbow and a cuckoo.
A rainbow.
No. Believe it. I know, this is awful.
A rainbow and a cuckoo. Lord, how rich and great the times are now.
Believe it a little bit more than that. And again.
A rainbow and a cuckoo.
No, you're like, oh my God, just desperately get me out of here. No, I'm not going to until I get what I want. So you might as well invest now. Sorry. They have fun with me.
A rainbow and a cuckoo. Lord, how rich and great the times are now.
There we go. So now we're getting this thing of like, wow, this is something amazing. Can you bring something of that colour here? Because he's also telling us to do what?
Speed up. A little bit.
A tiny bit. And...
Crescendo.
Yeah, what does that mean for those, silly parents who don't know what that means?
Get louder.
And?
Get slightly faster.
Yeah, so, but why? Because we're building up to this thing of like, I heard a rainbow and a cuckoo. Wow! Yeah, so build us to that point, please. Show me the rainbow. And? Rich.
How rich and great the times are now.
Now, I want you to do something very complicated for me now. I would like you to show me two different colours there. How rich and great the times are now. How rich and great the times are. Do you need this? No is the answer. Nope. I don't think you do. Let's see. Let's see if you do. I'll give it back if you actually do. Oh, rain. See it? Keep that colour. Now show me something completely different. Lovely. Amelia, have I picked on you enough yet? Shall I pick on someone else in the room?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So again, for those of you watching at home, we have a lot of our other new music scholars who aren't singing today, but I'm still going to involve them. So let's see, which one shall I pick on? Ralph. I know. This is what you get for talking back to me in an F block music class. So, can you describe? Oh no, he's still here. So can you describe what you saw in those two different colours for us? Come on, let's think like we're in an English lesson. We're describing our adverbs or adjectives.
The first one was richer.
Yeah, and then?
It got quieter
And what was the effect?
it changed a lot. So
It changed a lot. Ishmael, do you want to help him?
Well, the first one was it changed to much sweeter.
So we got this really like sweet contrast. We got this wow, and then we became much more intimate and insular. And all that was just a change of like colour perception by being able to see what's going on. What happens later? There was something else I want to hear in it. There's some cows and some sheep and stuff. That's the other thing. Show me all of these different things. It's so descriptive and wonderful. Can we hear the middle section? I'm being conscious that I've got 3 other people and time, but it would be lovely. No, and?
No, sheep and cows that keep on staring.
Do you talk to sheep and cows often? No. Can you make an event of it for us? And?
No, sheep and cows that keep on staring. That I stand so long in grass and time from every
Show me the rainbow again. That was lovely because we had a different set of words there. What was Amelia singing about then? And she did something really beautiful with the words. Layla. No! Anybody else? Will. What were the words? She said, may never come together again, may never come this side the tomb. And she gave us a really beautiful effect for the second one. We'll keep staring until you say something, Will.
What was the question again?
What was the effect of the different colour that Amelia gave us for the second part of that phrase, where the words were, may never come this side the tomb? Yeah, so we had this like foreshadowing, and you showed us in your face that there was a seriousness behind this as well as a beauty. So you see how much you can do just with this. And just so that we get the whole thing, let's have the very last bit. So, yeah. And now give us a colour. When we're allowed to stop paying attention to you. Lovely, really well done. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Luca.
I want to keep that.
Oh, may I keep that?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Excellent. Up next, we've got Arthur Bryant. So, Arthur, would you like to come and tell us what you're singing?
I'm Arthur, and I'm singing A Brown Bird Singing by Roden.
Is it?
Hayden Wood.
Thank you.
All through the night there's a little mama singing.
you've done something very clever and or very stupid, and you've picked one of my absolute favourite songs. So, yeah. So now I'm going to tear it to shreds. No, not at all. Absolutely. So just like with Amelia, could you tell us, please? Oh, also, I'm going to sing a brown bird singing by some riding bow. Now, I'm just going to get you to reintroduce that to all of us, not to the music stand. And can you pretend that you like us? Go on.
Today I'm singing a
No, they're up there. And again?
I'm Arthur and I'm singing a brown bird singing by Hayden Wood.
Am I the only one who's worried? He looks like he might take my wallet. Once again. Once again, there we go. Look at that wonderful smile. Can you show us that? Show us something friendly.
I'm singing a brown bird singing by Hayden Wood.
No, it's all going. Keep it up. Because, and this is going to come into your singing as well. Because what does smiling do? What does that physically do to your face?
Doesn't make it go flat.
It raises your
Cheeks.
cheekbones. Thank you very much. So once again, with a smile, or at least with raised cheekbones. Look, I can raise my cheekbones without smiling. It's called smirking. It's that look I give to everybody who doesn't hand in their prep on time. See, I can do it. Your turn.
I'm singing a brown bird singing by Hayden Wood.
There, that deserves a round of applause just for that. What's the song about?
A brown bird singing.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it? Is that what it's really about? So let's say, all through the night there's a little brown bird singing in the hush of the darkness and the dew. That's repeated. Would that his song through the stillness could go winging to you. Is it just about the brown bird singing? No, because what's the person singing the song asking?
For someone else.
Sorry, could you say that they
For
can...
someone else to join.
Yeah, so they're wishing that someone else was there, that someone else was here. And then, in the second verse, all through the night time, my lonely heart is singing sweeter songs of love than the brown bird ever knew. Would that the songs of my heart could go a-winging to you. So what's the song actually about?
How he is lonely and he's trying to sing for someone else.
Yes,
Sing with him.
absolutely. And obviously we're in a major key. We've got this, this piano part is absolutely beautiful. But we're just going to pick up on a few of the musical devices in the song that will help us to sing it. So from the beginning again, how well do you know this?
Okay.
Let's see what happens. I'll help if I need to. Because also, the reason I'm doing this is that this, while it's nice and we're allowed to use a music stand, it creates what? A shield. It's a shield. Yes. There's a barrier between your audience, who are all on your side, and you. So let's see what happens when we take that away. How do you feel now?
Much more exposed.
Yes, much more vulnerable, but then we can use that to our advantage, especially in a song like this where it's about someone being vulnerable. So. That's the next verse. But what was the effect already? Now, there's not this thing that he's looking down at. He's looking out. How do you respond as an audience member, Ralph? Yeah, it makes you more invested, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Yes, it does. Good, lovely. Now, this is a text thing. Where we've got this singing in the hush. Could you imagine, because this was written in 1921, I think it was published, so we're talking right after the First World War. Could you imagine for a moment, jolly hockey sticks, that you're at Rugby School in the 1920s, where they've taught you to speak properly and you're not like, oh yeah, from rugby, innit? Yes. All through the night and...
All through the night.
Keep that lovely diction. Singing. Hush. your face that. A little bit taller for me. Would that his song through the stillness could go winging to you. Lovely. Now there's just at that moment where you get this would that his song through the stillness could go wing. It's such a shame that none of my E-block are here because I'd ask, what is that? What musical device is that? Oh, Alfie might know.
Ascending sequence.
It's an ascending sequence, yes! Well done. RLP for Alfie. Absolutely. So we've got this ascending sequence. Would that his song through the stillness could go wing. And then we get another one here on the word you. Could go. Would you play the piano for me? Have a listen. Could go wing to you. Does that note on you fit into the rest of that chord? No, and so that creates a what? A clash, a dissonance. And why?
Because
Why?
it's not in the chord.
Because it's not in the chord, but also think about the words. Why is he using a dissonance for that word?
So it feels like he's out of place and alone.
Yes, exactly. So we get that sense of the pain and the loss. So now could you show us that in how you sing it? Would that his song and?
Would that his song on the stillness could go winging.
Now, let's use something there as well, because I think we can bring more into the word painting. Would that his song through the stillness could go winging. Yeah, could go flying. Could you show us that? With that ascending sequence, that's why it's ascending, like the bird.
Would that his song
Bit of desperation in there. And
could go winging.
now use this dissonance here. And hold on to it and bleed into it, yeah? Lovely, now carrying on. Now, all through the night time, my lonely heart is singing. Because now we've got a different emotion, so show it to us.
All through the night time my lonely heart is singing.
Sweeter songs of love.
Sweeter songs of love.
Show them in your face as well. And he's repeating it, he's emphasizing the point.
Songs of love than the
What do you think is the important word in that?
Sweeter.
Sweeter songs of
Love.
love. Love, because it's love is the feeling. Yeah, so can you show me those two words, sweeter and love? And then the second time, when we repeat something, we're doing what?
Emphasizing.
We're emphasizing it, so you do it as a performer as well. Sweeter songs. In fact, what's that? Ya ba 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 ba. No. Ishmael? It's a descending sequence that time. Thank you so much. Sorry. Sweeter songs of love.
Sweeter songs of love than the
Now make it onomatopoeic as well. Sing it sweetly.
Sweeter
And
songs
love.
of love than the
Don't worry, keep going. Would that the song of my heart,
Would that the song
of my heart,
my heart
would grow. Big breath in.
would go
And use that dissonance again. And now you're about to repeat something. So breath.
all through the night.
My lonely heart.
My lonely heart is singing. Sweet songs of love than the brown bird
Are we quite sure we believe that? No, I think that there's about 2 more inches of something we can bring out of that. It's called emotion. And I think the way to do it as well is that, and I know you're nervous and I know that you're desperately uncomfortable because you'd rather be playing rugby, but tough, you're here. So let's think about grounding that emotion in the breath. So we're feeling it as we bring that breath in and down. That is then the solid foundation that we're going to then use to express. So, or just that last phrase, all through the night time, my lonely heart.
All through the night time,
Keep that solid foundation.
heart is singing.
Bring the breath down.
Sweet are songs of love.
Tell them, not me.
And the brown bird ever knew.
And now show us where we're allowed to clap. Very good. Very good. Lovely. And this is just something I was going to say to Amelia as well, is that you can keep her suspended in that moment as long as you like. That, and the brown bird ever knew. And when you finish, we won't start clapping until you tell us with your body language to do so. But luckily we don't have time for that. So thank you so much, Arthur. Very, very well done. And up next we have Hatty. Take to the floor, Hatty.
Hello, I'm Hatty and I'm singing Hark the Echoing Air from the Fairy Queen.
Marvellous. So you told us at the start that this is, what's the piece called?
Hark the Echoing Air.
Don't tell me, tell them.
Hark the Echoing Air.
From?
The Fairy Queen.
from the Fairy Queen. What is the Fairy Queen?
Like an opera.
An opera. What's the opera about?
Angels.
No. Any other ideas?
Cupids.
No. Shall I put her out of her misery?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. No. So the Fairy Queen is, like you said, is an opera by Henry Purcell, but it's actually a telling of Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oh.
So the opera has, it's literally the Shakespeare play with a few sort of what we call restoration additions. So like after the theatres have opened again and it's kind of fancied up a bit. And another way that it's fancied up is that Purcell puts in what are called these musical masks. So we're watching the play and then we get like 20 minutes, half an hour of music between various scenes, just for fun. And some of them are about the things that are happening in the play, and some of them aren't. Some of them are literally just, and now we're going to have half an hour of music. Why not? What's happening at this point, do you think? How well do you know the story of A Midsummer Night's Dream? Ish?
Yeah.
Ish. Okay. So at this point in the play and in the opera, all of the couples who have sort of have spent their time, you know, sort of chasing each other around and falling in love with the wrong people because of magical potions, etc., etc. They've finally gotten themselves lined up.
Yeah.
They're finally in the right order, and they're all in love with the people that they should be in love with, and they're about to get married.
Mm-hmm.
So this is now the extras in the, you know, like the singers, the ones who are not really in the play. This is now one of them going, hooray! They're about to get married. Hark, hark, the echoing air, etc. Yeah. So can you now show us that this is, you know, like she's got her bridesmaid's dress on, she's got the bouquet ready, etc. And this is an exciting, happy day, not like this. Come on, show me exciting and happy. This looks terrified and happy, but come on. There we go. So, and let's give it that bouncy, bubbly excitement once again. Get your shoulders there again. Loosen up the step. There we go. Upright. What difference does that make already? Just that one thing. Loads or none? Loads? I hope it's loads, yeah? Excellent. So the other thing I would say is that we've got the echoing air. The echoing air. What is an echo? What does an echo do?
Does it again?
Yeah, well, it carries on the sound. So I think we can use the word echoing to sort of really, even though we're going ba 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 ba, which sounds like what, by the way? Bing, 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 is emulating the sound of ding, 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 ding. Yeah, bells. So we've got that sort of bounciness of bells, but bells also ring, don't they? They don't go clunk, 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 clunk. Hark, hark, the echoing air, hark, the echoing air, tra. So just elongate it. Show me what the word echoing means, okay? Have another go. Hark!
Hark, hark, the echoing air, tra.
Tell your face you're happy. And here. Now, just like with whichever one it was, him, Arthur, that one, can we ground it in the breath so that we get this breath in and nice and low? I know you're nervous, and that's when we tend to go up here. Ground it in nice and low. Feel those feet on the floor, about hip width apart. There we go. So when we get this, I'm not actually losing that sensation here in my nice diamond there of like, yeah, I've got this. That's my firm platform that I'm going to bounce all of those lovely notes off. It's not up here because that'll collapse in. So once again, and
Hark, hark, the echoing air, tra. Try
this is, what form is this piece in, anyone? Was anyone listening out to the form of the piece? Anyone? Anyone want to venture a guess? Yes? It's not a rondo. Good guess, but no. We get A section, then we get the A section repeated, then we get B section, and B section repeated. So I guess you could call that binary. Yes, we're in binary form, but we are repeating these sections. So it's almost as if, I like to think, when we get a section repeated, yes, it is to put in some ornaments. You did a beautiful set of ornaments on, yes, this, yeah? Could you show us that once again? I like to think of this as like, no, they're still not listening. They're still not listening, so make them listen more. And? Absolutely. Now, what I'd like you to pick is, for each of those little bits that you're going, you know, pick one person to bully and be like, no, I'm going to make sure you're watching. I'm going to make sure you're watching and paying attention. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm not saying that we allow bullying at the school for all of the the pro formers. No, we are directing our focus at somebody. Yeah. And I know it's fun, isn't it? And breath in. Yes! Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. And now pick a new one. Keep it there, keep it there, keep it on there, keep it on there. Lovely. And now all around. And what's happening? That's amazing! There we go. How amazing is it? Lovely. Now, does she look pleased by those cupids? Please! Don't show us the work that's gone into it. Come on, Anne. You can do the work yourself, but then let's be nice and bubbly. Please, cupids clap their wings. Clap, clap, clap. No, let's have some fun with this, Anne. Don't show us all the hard work that's going on underneath, Anne. Even happier face. Happy face, happy face, happy face. How many times does her face need to look pleased? Was that enough times? No, every time, every single time. Yeah? Now, I think that part of it is that we kind of want to then stretch our face into like a terrified grimace. Like, no. Do I look happy? Please. Right, so then let's think, what shape can I make my face into to still make the sound I want, but still look happy? So let's think, What shape is my face other than just that? Yes. There we go. Yes, there we go. So I've elongated it, but I've raised the. So have a go at that. Let's see what happens if you do think it will feel really weird because it's not what you've practiced. But look happier still. Tell your eyes. Tell your face. Luca, what was the effect of that then, when we were thinking about that different face from before? What effect did it have on the sound? Yes, I know you're not a singer, I know you're a pianist, and that's why you should think about being versatile.
Kept on going, so like intrigued into it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it keeps us engaged. It keeps us, the audience, it keeps all of them going, wow, yeah, cool. Instead of being like, oh, is it time for the next one yet? Absolutely brilliant. So could you just give us, let's have, something like, And all around. For the last time, this is the grand finale of the piece, and you're going to keep us all engaged.
And all
Keep us engaged.
Cupid's clap the wings.
Fine.
Clap, 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 clap the wings. Cupid's clap the wings.
Keep us engaged.
And all around.
All of them as well. Look. Anyone who looks bored, like Will. Now show us into the end and very good. Well done. Very good. And I think it's time for my final victim of the day, my final victim before the pianist, Alfie. Up you get. Come on!
Hi, I'm Alfie. I'm going to be singing Requiem from Dear Evan Hansen. Still sobbing tomorrow, I could give in to all of the gloom. But tell me what for? Why should I have a heavy heart? Why should I start to break in pieces? Why should I go and fall apart for you? Why should I play the grieving girl and lie, saying that I miss you and that my world has gone dark without your light? I will sing no requiem tonight. I gave you the world, you threw it away, leaving these broken pieces behind you. Everything wasted, nothing to say. So I can sing no requiem. I hear your voice, I feel you near. And in these words I finally find you. And now that I know you are still here, I can sing no requiem. Why should I have a heavy heart? Why should I say I'll keep you with me? Why should I go and fall apart for you? Why should I play the grieving girl and lie, saying that I miss you will sing no requiem. I will sing no requiem tonight. Oh, 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 oh.
Let's just take a moment to appreciate this face of like absolute fear. It's like, what's coming next? Brilliant. No, that was lovely. Now, for full disclosure, I have heard him sing this once before and did give him some things then. And it's nice to see he's remembered them all, which is a bit of a shame because then I wanted to act like the same things again. And now I've got to think of different things to say. Tell us, what's the song about?
Girl is grieving the loss of her brother, and she's going through the process of trying to remember him, or if she should forget him.
Yeah, and it's again, trigger warnings. This is Dear Evan Hansen is deals with a lot of really heavy topics. It deals with suicide, it deals with anxiety, it deals with mental health. There's a lot going on here, so it's not. Losing anyone is difficult, but the way that she loses her brother is particularly hard, isn't it? We don't have to say how or why, but the way that this character is gone, it really sort of hammers home a few things, and it makes this moment of the play particularly poignant. So taking it out of the context of that, when we don't know any of that stuff, when we're doing it like this in a different format, what are the things that you as a performer need to be aware of? There's no wrong answers. This is literally a kind of, I'm not going to go, no, you're wrong, you don't need to be aware of that. No, let's go through this thought process.
You need to be aware of that, like, I'm trying to go through the process of my thoughts in the song.
Yeah. And going through the process of something is taking us on a what?
Journey.
Yeah, it's taking us, the listener, on a journey with you, as you, the performer, process your way through those things. So where does that journey start?
When I start singing.
At the very beginning, yes, yeah, of course. But yes, and where is your character emotionally at that point? What is the emotion that you're...
She's kind of got a mental block at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't know what to think.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've almost got this like stunned, sort of numb kind of... So can you show us that in how you sing that? So that the piano starts us off, and again, it gets us into that space.
Why should I play this game of pretend?
I think you can be, sorry, yeah, 4 words. I think you can be even more, because that sort of, I can't do this, doesn't quite give us that sense of, where? Come on, be more numb, because then it lets us build in more as the song goes on. Completely stark.
Why should I play this game of pretend?
Keep going.
Remembering through a second-hand sorrow.
Now this is lovely, this is a really interesting thing. Another thing to point out is that normally, this is from music theatre, and music theatre typically are mic'd. Yeah. Are you mic'd now? So I now want you to think about getting that same thing, but I want Mr. Abel at the back of the... Yeah, exactly. I want him to be able to hear it. Yeah, he even did some lovely empty jazz hands for you. That's how far this needs to be able to travel. Just come straight in for me, and...
Why should I play this game of pretend?
Keep that feeling though.
Remembering through a second-hand sorrow, such a great son and wonderful friend. Oh, don't the tears just pour?
It's lovely. This is really nice. Mr. Abel, were you getting this?
Sorry?
Were you getting all of that?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes, absolutely. The other thing. The next thing that I really like you to think about is how much of this sort of like semi-fry sound, versus how much you're really going to connect in with this. So I think let's have a look at some of this. Yes, so I could curl up and hide in my room. Do we want to now be here, or do we want to be travelling this down? I could curl up and hide it, so that we've got more of that tone, of that sound coming out, so that this thought process is connecting itself together. Let's carry on. Yes, yeah.
I could curl up and hide in my room.
Keep that tone journey.
There in my bed, still sobbing tomorrow. I could give in to all of that glue. But tell me what for? Why should I have a heavy heart? Why should I
You're asking us a
break
question.
in pieces? Why should I go and fall apart for you?
Are you, the audience, still engaged? Yeah? Are you still riveted? Good, carry on.
Why should I play the grieving girl and
This is the first thought.
why saying that I miss you and that my world has gone dark without your light? I will sing no requiem tonight.
Lovely. And that stillness is bringing you right in, but we'll carry on. Now show us something different.
Gave you the world, you threw it away. Leaving these broken pieces behind you. Everything wasted, nothing to say.
Now, for me, this was one that I thought. Everything wasted, nothing to say. I know the feeling you're going for, which is that kind of like, it reads to me as like, oh, like lost. This is, you've thrown it away. Blah. But it's coming off very slightly petulant. So really invest in it. Like let's see an investment in that. Like everything wasted, nothing to say. Like go even further down that journey for us, so that it reads. Do you know like the Princess and the Pea? And she can feel the pea underneath all of those mattresses. I think sometimes we're singing, it's the opposite. It's that actually you might be trying to do something subtle, but because there's layers of things, you've got the music and you've got the words and you've got the acting and there's something else, and actually then the thing that you're trying to do subtly, we could just do with a touch more of, so that it really reads from further away. So everything wasted.
Everything wasted, nothing to say.
There, keep going.
So I can sing no requiem. I hear your voice and feel you near. Within these words I finally find you. And now that I know.
Very good. Now I'm aware that I've got about 2 minutes, and there's one thing I want to get to. Like, where do you think, as the performer, where's the biggest moment for for this release of emotion? Where does it all come bursting out of the box for the character? I hear your voice. Right, so can you show Miss Taylor where that is? Come on, go find it, because now I want to see where does that build to, and how much can we bring out at that point? How are you going to show us this?
So I can sing no requiem.
Here we go.
I hear your voice and feel you.
I think we go even more.
Within these words I finally find you.
I'm sure you all are.
But now that I know,
build it.
I can sing no requiem. Why should I have a heavy heart? Why should I keep you with me? Why should I go and fall apart for you?
A little bit more, and
Why should I play that I
Brilliant. Keep us there.
'Cause I cannot play the grieving girl,
And now we're resolving some of this,
sing that I miss you.
because now it's making sense to your character. So,
Has gone dark. I will sing no requiem.
here's our resolution.
I will sing no requiem.
Now, careful on this next bit.
Sing no requiem
Careful.
tonight. Oh,
Without the fry, if possible. That's better. Lovely. Very well done. What's the difference? Somebody, yeah, before we start clapping. What was the difference? Doris, can you think of any differences that you saw then that time?
There was like more emotion.
There's a lot more emotion. And what's the effect of that, Tong Fei? Yeah, it really makes you engage. You almost can't take your eyes off it, can you? You're completely drawn in, because we want, you get that sort of, what happens next? What happens next? And we get to watch you resolve those. On that last one, oh, it was lovely, really good. Well, I think he deserves a round of applause. At this point, I think I get to relinquish my clip and give it to Mr. Wicks. So, Mr. Wicks, here's your microphone.
Hello, my name is Luca and I'll be playing Solfeggetto in C minor by C.P. Bach.
Luca, well done, well done. Thank you so much for that performance. First of all, what does the title of this piece mean in English? Do you know?
Nope.
And does anybody know?
Solfeggetto in C minor.
Yeah, solfeggetto. So basically, this is an exercise.
Yeah.
It's an exercise. What do you think it's an exercise in? What kinds of things are you trying to exercise in this?
Forearms.
Your forearms? Okay. Yeah, I think, yeah, okay. We can unpack that in a minute. Anything else?
Stephanie, it's very fast, so fingers kind of.
Yeah, it's extremely fast.
Yeah.
It's a complete moto perpetuo of semiquavers all the way through, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's one thing. It's definitely a very fast piece. Lots and lots of fingers moving very, 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 very quickly to do that. How is it made up? What are the musical elements that you're actually trying to practice in this?
Going quiet quite chill out quite quickly in like these parts. So.
Yes, yeah, really sudden dynamic changes that you were coping with really well. They're not easy, are they? We're going to come on to that in a minute. So yes, we've got sudden dynamic changes. How is the piece? What other things are there in the piece that you actually have to be able to do?
There's accents.
Yeah, there are accents. Yeah. What have we got here?
Scales.
Yeah, there are quite a few descending and ascending scales in this piece.
Yeah.
It's also built on what kinds of things we've got in here.
Arpeggios.
Yeah, arpeggios. Basically, it's an exercise in arpeggios and scales, but it's also about dynamic contrasts and accents.
Yeah.
Well done. Brilliant. Now, we've heard a lot from Mr. Sandy about storytelling today. All the songs that we've heard have got some kind of story to them. I think this piece, playing a piece of piano music is no different. Even if it's just an exercise, there is a story to tell. Okay? There's a story to tell. As we turn the page here, you get to play the bit at the beginning twice, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of comes again.
Yeah.
Can you think of playing it slightly differently the second time it comes so that we are a bit intrigued? We're not just thinking, oh yeah, he's really good at playing fast notes. He can play fast notes brilliantly. All day long he can play fast notes. But he's finding different colours from the piano as well. Yeah? I mean, yes, he does say about these dynamics. You've definitely got them. But you could put your own ideas in as well to take us on a bit of a journey. So, off you go again. Have another go. Well done, Luca, well done. So, yeah, I definitely heard a different colour down here. I heard a different colour. In these arpeggios, there's a kind of tension and release going on, I think, in this pattern here. There's a kind of call and response idea going on in there. They don't all have to be the same, all right?
It's like a conversation.
Yeah, there's definitely a conversation between the hands, isn't there? Yeah? Could you put a bit more of that in, do you think?
Yeah.
And then, can you see here, you've got these accents marked in, which really help. Here's the change of colour, all right? So get a bit of conversation going. It's actually quite a friendly conversation, isn't it? It's not an argument. It definitely isn't an argument. There's definitely, it's a good bit of banter going on, yeah? Back and forth. It's working really well. Okay, and then, so you're going to play that again, and you're going to conversation in here, change of colour, and then we're going to concentrate on this bit in a minute. So have another go from the beginning. Well done. There's lots of amazing stuff going on in there. So these octaves here that you've got these little daggers on them, haven't you?
Yeah.
But they are still marked as crotchets, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
So you're making them like staccatos.
Mm-hmm.
I think they are perhaps, or you might consider whether they are a bit longer, but with a bit of attack on the front of the note. Mm-hmm. I think you're just playing it almost like a semiquaver. But he's definitely marked it as a crotchet, hasn't he? So think about that, because actually those punctuation marks are really helpful for these couple of bars here. They really, really make the whole piece zing. I thought you did this really well, making this very, very quiet here. That was excellent. But then the contrast coming here it has to be really, really great as well. So in a minute, you're just going to go from here, make those a little bit longer, experiment with them, all right? You did this really well over here. That sudden piano, that worked fantastically well. But here, it gets really bitty into the end, okay? And that's a real challenge. Let's see how you get on. So go from here, and you're going to get from there to the end, all right? Well done. Well done. Fantastic. I thought this was really great in here. Really quick changes. I like what you were thinking about at the end. I think you could, I think you're trying to think it's just drifting away.
Yeah.
It's just sort of disappearing. I think just like Mr. Sandy was saying, sometimes if you're trying to do something, you have to really exaggerate it to really make that point. And I think you could do even more of a diminuendo and just sort of throwing it off. It's like somebody sort of dusting off a little something from something. It's just finished. It's just gone away. Okay. Yeah? So let's just finish it off with your last bit. I'd really like to hear you do this again. Can you go from... Just play the last page. And throw it away at the very end. Yeah, go on then, go on then. That's it?
Yeah.
That's it. Let's give them a round of applause.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you'll agree we've been treated to an amazing hour and a bit of music making and some fantastic feedback from my wonderful colleagues, Mr. Sandy and Mr. Wicks. Let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you. And some very stylish and sensitive accompaniment from Miss Taylor. Thank you very much. I'm going to thank the performers in a minute, but just to remind you that next week we have 2 sessions of New Music Scholars Masterclasses on Sunday the 6th of October from 11:45 till 1:30 and then again from 2:45 to 4 o'clock. That's going to focus on strings and piano. And then the week after that, Sunday the 13th of October, we have more at 11:45. Massive thank you to everybody who's come today, for those who've watched on the live stream. For those who have made the live stream possible, thank you very much indeed. But a final thank you to our wonderful Music Scholar performers. It's great to hear your first performances at Rugby School. I cannot wait to see where you progress from this. So thank you very much, Amelia, Arthur, Hatty, Alfie and Luca. You are all amazing. Let's give them a big round of applause. See you next week. Thank you very much.